Hello everyone. There has been quite a lot of speculation and there's been quite a lot of hope as to what's going to be in Street Fighter V, and it's been quite interesting to hear what the community has to say about the game. Analyzing the trailer that was leaked, there's quite a lot of data within this particular trailer that could hint to a few of the mechanics that could possibly be in the game. I personally don't want to analyze the trailer because I believe that if you wanted a trailer analysis, you could search on the internet right now and I'm sure you'd find a billion. No, that was my mistake. I think you could find about 2.5 billion trailer analysis videos about this game. What instead I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk about one or two things that I hope will be in the game. First of all, I'm not part of Capcom's marketing team. I am not being paid for spreading the good word about the game, so I'm not going to do so. But I will acknowledge a few things that have been said about Street Fighter V, which I personally clap my hands to. First of all, they said that there will be cross-platform play when it comes to online gaming. Of course, they said the game is only on Sony and PC, and there is a lot of business decisions and some practices that have been gone as to why this is only on PlayStation 4 and not Xbox One. Of course, most people are hurt about this, those who own Xbox One, but you just have to understand that Capcom's in a bad way right now, and financially they're not doing so great, especially Capcom in Japan. I'm sure if we were to check out most of their budgets, and if you had to read most articles about what's been going on in Capcom, I think you would see that most of the income and profit that has been coming throughout most of their things have been from the Western side, from the Americas. But Sony gave them money and they're taking it and running with it. But let me not get in trouble with Capcom here about who's paying who and why they're being so greedy with their money. But yeah, the cross-platform play is one thing that personally I clap my hands for. The reason why I'm saying this is that fighting games on PC, I play all my games on PC, and I can speak from experience that fighting games on PC die dead. You hear me? They die dead. You do not, those games just last a few months and the next thing you know, the player base just disappears. Who knows why? For me, it seems that people on consoles usually have quite a bit more fun when it comes to fighting games as compared to PC. If I were to boot up my Ultra Street Fighter 4 right now and try go into online matchmaking, I would be shocked to get more than 10 available players at a time. Usually it's less than that, just like 4 or 5, but I guess could be region based as well. I could be in a region with very little players. But yeah, this trailer's shown a lot of things. Like I said, 2 million trailer analysis videos and extra 500 million doing the same thing as well. So you could do that. Personally, what I would like to hope for in this game, I don't know. Like I'm just hoping for this. This is not something that's been confirmed in the game, but it's something that I've seen throughout the course of my time playing Street Fighter 4. Bear in mind that Street Fighter 4 was just a reminiscence on the past, like, oh, Street Fighter used to be such a good game, let's bring it back. So Capcom brought it back. But the bad thing about bringing back nostalgia in a game in the form of Street Fighter 4 is they also brought the things that I consider bad about the game. Now, for my comparison of what's bad and what's good, I'm gonna use Tekken on the other hand. Tekken on the other hand, if you're a new player to Tekken, you can get into Tekken. You can go to training mode. Street Fighter has the same thing. You can just train this with a practice dummy. You can make the computer use it. You can make one of your friends be that practice dummy, or you could go to the challenges where it shows you a few, and by a few I do mean like 20. So that's like a few basic combos, some of which are hard to pull off, I won't lie, but they're very basic. That's Street Fighter for you. It's like, of course, back in the days of Street Fighter 2, Alpha, and you know, back then people weren't so, everyone was technical, fair and fine, people were good players, but the developers weren't so good in making a very polished game as compared to what they're doing now. And I personally believe that Tekken's point of view of when it comes to giving you a complete character command list where you can go into Tekken and find like 100 command list move set for each character, whereby they'll break down each character's basic attacks, moderate attacks, they have more advanced core attacks, they have more advanced core combos. Literally is good, because for me personally, the reason why I personally believe I'm not as good as I would like to be in a game like Street Fighter is because I do not know the potential of the character I'm using. For example, I like Yun. Yun is one of the characters I use quite a bit, and I'll play and do what I know, what I've gained from experience, but there is no moves list that will come and show me some of Yun's frame data. There is no moves list in the game that will show me some of Yun's other combos that I don't know of. I'll have to go onto the net and go onto someone's blog and listen to what they have to say about the hero and stuff like that. So the fact that Street Fighter, for me personally, you'd have to learn the game by looking at so many different people's data. It's disheartening, because I believe that I should be able to go into the commands list and see every single combo that the character can do. Nothing should be a secret for me when it comes to a game that's so technical like this. But some people may argue and say that finding out and discovering new possibilities is what makes the game fun. And I do understand that side of the coin as well. I play Dark Souls. I've been there. I have been there. But you have to understand that as much as you may, for example, I use Dark Souls as an example. Dark Souls is limited. There's only so much to discover. It's like once you've discovered all the weapons, armor, bosses, etc., the only thing that can change from there really is just your skill as a player, you just getting better. But your move sets and your armors and your weapons are limited. It's not infinite. But now with this is excluding bugs and glitches. But with something like Street Fighter, it's only player versus player. There's no player versus environment in Street Fighter, so you know what I mean? So there's so many possibilities and so many different people that the variables just keep on stacking up, and there are multitudes and multitudes of characters to choose from. So my personal hopes for this game is that I hope it's more friendlier to newer players. I am not a new player, but I'm definitely not a player who has sat down with a fighting game and spent tens and tens of hours practicing and fighting online. I just like playing for fun. I like playing with friends. I like playing with people I know. I like playing in communities. Right now I'm currently not playing any fighting games because I'm not in a community, or I do not know a community of people or players who I can interact with to play the fighting games that I like. So that to me was a turn off, and then I stopped playing altogether. So at least I hope you understand where I'm coming from. So I personally hope for Street Fighter 5 that they just make it more noob friendly. They just put more effort into their command list, because I believe that's one place they have been sleeping for the past 2,000 years. Fix the command list, fix the training, help players understand your game. That way players can become good at your game. But anyway, it's all up to Capcom. No official dates have been given, no official prices have been given, so I'm not part of the marketing and I will not get paid by them. I'll check you guys out later, hopefully when there's more information about Street Fighter 5.